The Proverbs of Solomon from LetGodBetrue.com.
Proverbs chapter 9 and verse 5. Come, eat of my bread, and drink of the wine which I have mingled. Hear the words of God in Solomon again. Come, eat of my bread, and drink of the wine which I have mingled. The world's most desirable woman invites you to dinner by this proverb. Lady Wisdom offers a feast in her house for your pleasure and prosperity. She wants your fellowship and friendship. You can choose your companion for life today. Lady Wisdom or Folly herself, who is described later in Proverbs chapter 9. Wisdom is this easy. Consider the invitation again. God and Solomon offer wisdom this openly to any simpletons who want to be wise. Only pride and stubbornness keep you from it. Will you accept the generous offer, or will you rebel and hold to your own foolish ways? Solomon's personification of wisdom continues in this chapter from chapter 8. Here he contrasted the invitation of Lady Wisdom to that of Folly, a whorish woman. Both have a house, both call loudly to men, both use the same invitation. While Lady Wisdom offers you life, Folly brings death. Look at the fare offered at each house. Lady Wisdom has killed her beasts for a wonderful steaks, mingled her precious vintages of wine, and gloriously furnished her table. You can read this in the first 4 verses of the chapter. She has baked wonderful bread, which she offers with her wine. Her feast is substantial, pleasant, and a combination of the best components for fine dining. Will you accept? Folly offers prison fare, bread and water, in verse 17. Why even consider such a horrible offer? Because she is a whore and suggests that water drunk illegally is sweet and bread eaten in a secret rendezvous is pleasant. Though her meal has no substance, she seduces many men by the superficial and short-term appeal of sinful eating. Will you accept that invitation? God forbid. Both women call each man throughout his life. Listener, the competition for your soul is intense. The consequences are severe. What will you do? Are you settled to reject every overture by a strange woman, no matter how enticing the temptation? Have you committed your life to Lady Wisdom? Have you asked her to help you despise folly? Many Christians miss good eating. Many reject wine, which cheers the heart of God and man. A salad of grass with grape juice to drink is hardly a meal. Let Lady Wisdom guide your diet. Both Melchizedek and Jesus chose fellowship with bread and wine. Grab some hot French or Italian bread from the oven with a glass of good wine and enjoy your filet mignon. If you want a substantial meal that enhances health and is a wonderful dining experience, there is only one choice: Lady Wisdom. Her meal is filling, nutritious, and most pleasant. How do you accept her invitation and eat at her table in her house? Humble yourself before God and His Word and choose wisdom as your way of life. As Solomon wrote in verse 6 of this chapter, forsake the foolish and live, and go in the way of understanding. Marriage to a virtuous woman who fears God is as good as it gets on this earth, even for a king. Choose to love and delight in her body and love-making, while despising, rejecting, and avoiding any other woman for emotional or physical pleasure. Choose to have a large and happy family legitimately, which is a unique and wonderful blessing of marriage. Stay as far from folly as possible, lest her enticing and lying invitation deceives you to consider the prison fare, death, and hell she is hiding behind her skirts and in her warm embrace. She can approach you anywhere, calling out to the lusts of your flesh and eyes. You may see or hear her on television, at school, in a magazine, at work, through a song, in a chat room, at church, on vacation at the beach, or shopping at the mall. Run away. There is a war for your soul. Folly, your choice by nature, wants to destroy you. A woman lying about bread and water, which is the most adultery and fornication can ever offer. Death and hell are the actual results. Wisdom, which God offers by His word and by this proverb, will prosper your life. Nothing can be compared to it. Lady Wisdom is like a queen, offering perpetual peace and pleasure in her house. Accept her offer today. Amen.